Well, Macon Bibb officials are working on updating a plan that is designed to keep you safe should a disaster happen locally. New at 10, WGXA's chief meteorologist Jeff Cox is working for you to determine the biggest hazards that we face.
Raymond, FEMA requires local governments to update their pre-disaster mitigation plan every 5 years. This is the document for Macon Bibb County. Now, the plan is required to point out what disasters can happen locally, how to better prepare for them, and ways to lessen the impact of any disaster that might occur.
Well, it helps us be prepared and review all of the situations that potentially could occur in Macon Bibb County. So if we understand what the hazards are, we can better prepare to omit the possibility that they may occur or limit their impact.
Don Druitt, the director of the Macon Bibb County EMA, is referring to Bibb County's pre-disaster mitigation plan. The 52-page document outlines potential disasters that could impact the area and offers decision makers a plan to reduce the impacts of those potential hazards. FEMA requires this plan be updated every 5 years and forces local officials to ask, how bad can it get?
Well, we're focusing on some of the things environmentally that may be impacted as America learns more about the climate change. So we'll look at some of those things and then shoring up our flood and hazard mitigation risks. And of course, as always in this area, tornadoes.
Severe weather makes up much of the concern in Bibb County. The report highlights 6 hazards. Tropical storm Alberto proved in 1994 that parts of Bibb County are prone to flooding. Bibb County also suffers from urban flooding following heavy rains. Significant flooding is likely to happen every 3 years in Bibb County. The plan calls for Bibb County to continue to work on stormwater management and drainage. The Mother's Day tornado in 2008 reminded populated areas the devastation that a twister can bring. Bibb County averages a tornado every 3 to 4 years. As of 2010, Bibb County has had 15 tornadoes since 1952. The plan calls for Bibb County to maintain tornado warning sirens countywide. Storms can also produce wind strong enough to cause damage. Since 1950, 9 deaths have been blamed on thunderstorm winds in Bibb County. 27 others were injured. The plan calls for all citizens to have a weather radio. And we want to remind folks that you can get one of those radios at any Kroger, Walgreens, or Academy Sports. That's thanks to our partnership with Midland Weather Radio.
I know you're a big fan of those.
I am. They can save your life. It's a life insurance policy. It's also worth mentioning that the 52-page report that I spent my evening going through also talks about drought, lightning, and winter storms. Those also impact central Georgia, but not as frequently as some of the other things we talked about. The final report, which they're still working on, they'll spend the next few months going over, that should be done early next year. Now, we have put a link to our website, WGXA.tv. You can actually download the current report if you're interested in some of those education points.
All right, sounds good.